we could work something out with Haven for Hope, get them to help her get her ID temporarily.
So are you all looking to withdraw the motion and alternate main conditions?
Judge, we thought that it would be better to come and have the motion heard, but again, that's up to you.
I think it would be best probably to withdraw and alternate main conditions. Have a date for it set yet? But so he's filed that. In this court, we don't have pre-indictment cases. The only time pre-indictment cases come here is if someone requested it.
Okay.
So once your case gets indicted, that's when you'll start coming to court unless your attorney wishes for you to come. And how you know your case is indicted, it'll have a CR number to it. So it'll be maybe 2023, then you'll see the letter CR. That means that it's been indicted.
Okay.
So have you been able to get in touch with him at all?
Yes, he said it was in federal court that he was gonna come here after.
All right, so if you want to wait for him here, you can wait for him here. But since he's already filed the motion for an examining trial, unless he wants something to happen with your case, nothing's going to happen to your case today.
Okay.
So you may want to text him and see if he wants you to stay here. Otherwise, you can let your bondsman know that you showed up today
Okay.
and that your case is really not on the docket today.
Okay. Do we need any documentation to take with us
No.
today or?
If there's an issue where the bondsman thinks he didn't show, you can have them call the court.
Okay.
All right, but we don't have a date to give you.
Okay. Thank you so much.
All right, you're welcome.
Thank you.
All right, have a good day. Hey, enjoy the rest of the day. Mine's sharp. All right, who's the prosecutor on Alberto Soto? It's an aggravated robbery. Where are we on discovery?
I think I have it all. I've got to review. There's some videos that I've got to review.
Okay. And has an offer been tendered?
It has.
All right, so I'm going to give you a plea deadline, Mr. Soto. And I'm going to set your plea deadline date in September. On that day, you need to let the court know whether or not you're accepting the state's offer. Do you understand? All right, how old are you?
63.
All right, I'm going to set you for September 11th. And on that day, you need to let the court know whether or not you're accepting the state's plea. Of course, if you decide to enter a plea bargain agreement and your counsel wants it placed on the docket sooner than that, then he can do that. Hey, you know what? We have to live this life, whether we want to live it or not. And
Of course,
there's no harm in being joyful.
of course, you're putting on a show for your mom too.
Oh, no, my mom, let me just tell you, my mom always tells us that one, things could always be worse.
Absolutely.
And two, what have you got to be, sad about? Why shouldn't you be happy? She said, you're currently alive.
All you got to do is walk around the streets and see all the handicapped people, the sick people, the
Well-
hurt people. That's all you got to do.
My mom also says that the only time you have a problem is if you have a problem that money can't solve. And when you think about it, if you have a problem that money can solve, it's not really a problem because it can be solved. But if there's a health issue and money can't solve that, that's a problem. So anytime it's a problem that money can't solve, that's a real problem.
Quick story. I got a son rides motorcycles.
Mhm.
About 4 weeks ago, he hit a deer, destroyed his bike, got put in a ditch, ended up with 5 broken ribs, something wrong with his back, went to the hospital. That was about 4 weeks. He's already bought a new motorcycle. He's out trying to ride it. He did the same thing 10 years ago. In other words, I'm going to tell you now. I had a grandchild one time. She was little. She hurt herself. She started crying. I said, sweetheart, no blood. You can wiggle your fingers. Nothing broken. Sometimes you just have to get up and get on with stuff. A few weeks later, I was in Houston playing with her. I played with her. We bumped heads. And I started, oh, gee, Dad. Sometimes you just have to get up and keep going.
Yeah.
Right back.
Take it out.
But that's the way it is. You just got to live life and you go forward.
That's it.
Thank you. I'll see.
All right. Hello, everyone.
Good morning, Anna.
I recognize all the attorneys. Hello. Oh, there's somebody new here. Who's new here?
Yes, Your Honor. Rick Foster. I represent one of the physicians whose documents been requested.
Okay,
Dr.
so,
Rodriguez.
all right, and who is the prosecutor on this case?
I am your honor.
Okay.
It was not my motion. The hospital.
Oh, no, no. Okay. So,
What day is that?
all right, everyone, please whisper. So, other than this hearing that we're about to have with regards to the subpoena, is there any other discovery that the state has in their possession that you need?
Your Honor, seconds before they were called up, I was advising that there was some kind of records that came in on Friday. I think it might be related to this subpoena. I haven't had a chance to review it. I was going to run upstairs and grab it.
All right, so let's see if that's it, because then you will have already turned it over to the state, if that's what it is.
We didn't turn over anything, Judge. We're asking to quash the subpoena.
Well, no. She's saying
Well, let me
that
go
she's
check.
received
It might be
something.
something separate.
On the form we got on e-discovery, it just said notice of additional discovery, but that it was checkmarked like medical records. I think it was handwritten in, and I didn't have a chance yet to talk with them about what that is.
So let's-
We were also awaiting the remainder of the pediatrician records of the child, so it could be that too.
All right, so let's see what it is in case it is this, because sometimes people accidentally do things. And if they've accidentally already turned it over, then that's a problem not on my plate. So she's going to go check that. Then I'll call you all back up as soon as she sees what records they are.
Yes, ma'am.
Is calling 2022 CR 11792, State of Texas versus Nelda Rios. Can I have parties announced for the record for the state?
Daniel Escobar for the state of Texas.
Defense?
Albert Chidas from Ms. Rios.
Are you Nelda Rios?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, I'm going to show you what's entitled Motion to Enter Adjudication of Guilt and Revoke Community Supervision. Did you review that document with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you the same Nelda Rios who was placed on deferred adjudication in 2022 CR 11792 for the offense of possession of a controlled substance?
One thing that really stands out here is how the judge balances professionalism with personality. The courtroom may have a relaxed atmosphere at times, but make no mistake, everyone is expected to follow the rules. From attorneys to defendants, being prepared and respecting the court isn't optional. That's what keeps a busy courtroom running smoothly.
Penalty group 1, less than 1 gram, on April 19, 2023 for a period of 2 years. Is that you?
I still gotta say, I don't remember. I do have a head injury, but
All right. She doesn't remember that she was placed on deferred adjudication. Do you know when she had this head injury? Was it before or after she was
It
placed on
was-
probation?
It was before, Judge, and she did remember earlier when we were talking. It's something that I was talking with the state and with probation about. She does have some deficits. She goes to Center for Healthcare Services for treatment.
All right. So do y'all think she's competent?
She has been, this is the first, she says she doesn't remember being on probation. And we had actually talked about trying to help her because she was homeless. There's some issues that came up. She's on SSI for her head injury, but she lost her ID. And when that happened, she got evicted from housing. So
And being conditions.
Your Honor, we were looking to maybe getting some evaluations done while she was in custody.
Ah. So what evaluations are we looking at?
The TAP and mental health evaluation.
My only concern is I understand y'all want to do that in custody, but she's telling me she doesn't remember signing conditions or being on probation. She doesn't have a place to stay?
she was living under a bridge when she was arrested.
All right. So here's my question for you. One or two things can happen. You can remain in custody. While in custody, you will be evaluated. We can reset the motion to revoke, and you can be evaluated for the mental health caseload. Would you like to do that?
I already know that I'm not capable of, that I cannot, like you have to tell me all over again because I didn't understand it.
All right, let's do this. Why don't we see whether or not the mental health court will accept her? I know they only do pretrial diversions, but if nobody's going to object to it, I'm willing to do a motion for new trial. And we can start all over because I see I'm not the person who took this plea. So if you would check with mental health court to see if they'll accept her, because that may be the better placement for her, because I think she's going to need one-on-one care. So if you'll check with mental health court and let them know, and you'll have to let them know that she's currently on deferred adjudication, but I'm willing, if nobody objects, to hear a motion for new trial, grant the motion for new trial, because the key is to get her the mental health treatment. And this is a possession less than a gram case.
Yes, Judge.
Okay. So is everybody on board with that?
Yes, Judge.
Yes, Judge.
All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to reset you for 2 weeks. There may not be anything completed in 2 weeks' time because mental health court will have to interview you, but I just don't want to lose track of you in the system. Okay. Do you have any questions?
No,
All right. Do you have any family?
I don't. I have that. Sometimes I don't even have money to buy me a meal.
Okay.
I haven't been able to have a bank account with Bank of America, but because I don't have an ID, because when I got arrested, I was in my apartment, and it's a long story. But I had gotten a better criminal trespassing in my apartment, and that's why I got arrested for this case. I'm sorry for it.
Oh no.
We came to court and went through all this process, but being out, I don't even have money to buy me something to eat or pay for a motel room because of everything I've lost. And I got arrested at the motel. And I know that I have had issues with mental health since I was 10 years old.
Okay. All right. So we're going to give you a 2-week reset. And that's just so I won't lose track of you. So now we have a plan. We're going to try to get you in the mental health court and probation. Could you see about the mental health case evaluation while she's in custody, just in case that doesn't work out?
Yes, sure.
All right. Is there anything else?
No, Your Honor.
All right, Ms. Ferguson, I need a 2-week reset on Nelda Rios, please. You're welcome. All right, so we're going to put it.
By the end of this hearing, it's clear that a courtroom isn't just about deciding cases. It's about maintaining order, fairness, and accountability. The judge's mix of humor and discipline reminds everyone that respect for the process matters just as much as the outcome. What do you think about this judge's courtroom style? Let me know in the comments, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next courtroom breakdown.